everyone, it is Brittany and I want to welcome you back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Brittany. I am also known as Dreamy Princess XX on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, Dreamy Princess X on Twitter, and Dreamy Princess XX on OnlyFans. So if you would be interested in seeing any of those socials, I have them linked down below. A little bit about my channel. I am using this as a way for myself and for others to either share personal life experiences, vent on personal life experiences, or just kind of talk about things that are on our chest. And then also as a way for me to share my drawings. I do digital artwork as kind of my downtime. With that, I will begin the video. Today's video is about something that I've been getting criticized on a lot since I started my OnlyFans account. And I understand why, from a male perspective, people would be criticizing for this. But from a female perspective, I'm sure that a lot of people would understand it. So here it goes. In middle school and high school, I was bullied a lot for like my body. I was very small, I was very light, I was pretty much just a rectangle. And I had no chest, I was just really small. I was in dancing, so that was pretty much constant cardio, and I just couldn't gain any weight. I had a high metabolism. Well, I started cheerleading in 8th grade and my thighs got bigger, which was fine for me. I was accepting of it. But I felt like, okay, my bottom half's getting bigger, but I'm not growing anymore anywhere else. So then I started 9th grade and I started working out for cheerleading. We were doing weightlifting, and between weightlifting and picking people up, I started to gain an upper body. I was still being criticized for my lack of body shape and the fact that I had hair on my body that I didn't know what to do with. But I hated my body. And all throughout high school, I was just miserable. So I was just kind of upset with myself for a long time. And then I started college. And this was the first experience that I had with positive outside validation from people that weren't, you know, family or boyfriends or anything along those lines. So as I was sitting there, like in college, going to parties and drinking and going on dates with people and, gonna be honest, having sex, but between all of that, I began to get validated, and positive validation led to me wanting to get better and be healthier. And I started working out and going to yoga, and I had yoga 3 days a week, like 2 1-hour classes every day. And then after yoga or before yoga, depending on my school schedule, I would work out at the gym. So I would work out with one of my friends who became my trainer, and we would work out between 5 and 6 hours a day, doing weight training, doing like walking on the treadmill, which I didn't do a lot of cardio because I didn't want to lose more weight. I wanted to build on what I had. And I started to really develop in positive ways. My chest went from a triple A to a triple D, and my butt got nicer, my waist got smaller. Like everything that I could have wanted happened, and then I got validated for it from the outside world, and that completely changed my mindset because I wanted to be healthier. And it changed my mental health standpoint. I went from hating my body to loving my body, and I was putting positive thoughts into my head constantly. So I started to grow on that. Then I got sick in college. My last semester I got sick and I dropped out. So I dropped out. I was still in really good shape. I still had access to the gym. I was still going to the gym, still enjoying time with the people that I was at school with, because I would still go to campus when I wasn't sick. I just wasn't going to classes anymore. All of my friends were there. Got out of school, went to Disney with my family, and because of the fact that I was in such a healthy standpoint, I drank water the entire time I was there for my 21st birthday, with a few drinks here and there because I was there for my 21st birthday. And I got back and I got pregnant. And honestly, that pregnancy was probably really great for me because of all of the people that I had surrounding me. A lot of the people from my church, my friends, my friend group, my family, everybody was like, you look amazing for being pregnant. And it had a lot to do with the fact that I already had abs and was like in really good shape right before. But I felt super confident throughout my whole pregnancy, right up until the end. And then whenever I started swelling, with the swelling, my doctor lost the script for the end of my IV, so I sat with an IV for 2 extra days, and I couldn't walk or put on slippers for 2 weeks because my feet and legs were so swollen. But I was miserable because I couldn't do anything with my own child. Like, I wasn't changing his diapers for the first 3 weeks of his life because I was just in so much pain. Rylan turned about 9 months old and I started losing a lot of weight. Completely out of nowhere, I lost 50 pounds in about a month. And we had no idea what was going on. But imagine losing 50 pounds in a month after having a baby. What not only your own mind will say, but what someone else might say. They were talking about how unhealthy I was, or if I was eating. Just really bringing me down. When I had a nice body, I had actually what I wanted for my body. But because of all the negativity, I didn't like it. After that, I kind of just got to a point where I was just like, okay, well, whatever. Started a diet. And it was beneficial to me because it had the proteins that I needed. It was easy for me to just pop it in the microwave while I had a baby running around. And on that diet, I was able to start working out again because I felt better physically because I was eating the right things and I was eating enough. And after I started working out again, I started gaining weight back. I gained about 15 pounds. It grew back in my butt. And I was able to start doing ab workouts. I felt good. And for my 5-year reunion, I weighed about 125 pounds, but I was thick, as some of my classmates said. I found out a lot about being validated from the outside. And then I stayed at that weight. Until I met Peyton. And we were dating. Everything was amazing. And then whenever he moved in, we found out that we were expecting. And there's one thing that I can actually honestly say. If you are marrying someone or you are dating someone who is 100% for your body, no matter what you look like, what your face looks like, what your hair looks like, how you look, their validation of what you look like doesn't always secure you. Because if I wake up in the morning and he tells me, hey, you look beautiful, but I go look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, ew, my mindset will not allow me to believe that he is telling me the truth. His opinion of my body, in my eyes, is swayed by the amount of love he has for me. So if he was any other person, if he didn't love me as much as he does, who's to say that he would still think I was beautiful? And that's what I feel like women think a lot. If people love you, they're going to think differently of you than someone who just sees you on the street. And since I started OnlyFans, at the very beginning, I was mortified to take pictures, even just in like a bathing suit, because I didn't feel confident in my body. And now I can take a picture for myself without like actually thinking I'm gonna share it. I can take a picture for myself without posing, without sucking in, without holding my breath, without anything. Like, I don't need to pretend that I have a perfect body, because I'm starting to actually believe it. Because I have people that are encouraging me to believe that. And I think the main reason behind it is, if you look at yourself in a mirror, you feel a lot more attractive than if you were looking at a picture taken of you from the exact same angle, because your eyes are going to see something different. What I see in a mirror and what people see on OnlyFans is going to be about the same. But what I see on the pictures that I post to OnlyFans and what I see in the mirror are not. You're looking at yourself with all of these filters on your brain saying, this isn't small enough and this isn't tight enough. Your stomach skin's not tight enough. It hangs whenever you lean over, and your boobs aren't firm enough. But like, this is the beauty of a body, so that we don't all look the same. So now I'm starting to get to a point where I can take pictures without holding my breath, without sucking in, without posing. And that's where I want to be, where I feel confident enough that I can take a picture from a front angle and be like, okay, I mean, it's probably a lot better than the picture looks. And I'm starting to be there. So whenever people tell me, stop looking for outside validation because that's not actually like a healthy mindset. Why not? Sure, I'm not perfect. My body could be thinner, could be firmer, could be all of these things, but I've created life. I've gone through 26 years of various activities that have created this body that I'm holding myself in. And why should I feel bad about getting validation from the outside when my mind tells me you are never going to be good enough? Because the outside validation is what's changing things. I, in the past week, have gone from hating everything about my body to starting to make healthy choices. It's okay to be validated from the outside. That's all this is about. If you feel best about yourself by getting someone else's opinion, by all means, get someone else's opinion. Don't feel bad if they say, you shouldn't have to ask me to feel beautiful. Or you shouldn't expect praises from someone else just to feel good about yourself. Like, if that's how you function, that's how you freaking function. And that's okay. Don't let anyone else tell you how to live and how to be happy. I mean, obviously, I don't expect you to take this into your arsenal of self-love if this isn't how you manage. If you manage better by going and taking posed pictures and sucking in, by all means, continue doing that. If you do best by posting just normal, unposed pictures, do it. Now that I'm starting to take pictures and not really do any kind of priming my body to look perfect for myself, I feel just so much better. I feel like safe in that knowledge that I am okay. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Visit all of my other social media with the links below. And I hope that you can share with me too. So it's sharemedreamy@gmail and ventmedreamy@gmail. They will be linked below as well. Yeah, today's word's validation. And no matter what kind of validation you get, whether it be self-validation, family validation, exterior validation, like whatever you need, run with it. Love yourself how you have to. That's all I have to say. So I hope that you enjoyed my video and you enjoyed the drawing. I really enjoyed this one. I spent probably about 5 days working on it. And with that, I will see you next week or on my socials. Have a great night and sweet dreams. Bye, Dream Squad. Yesterday. Day before yesterday? Day before yesterday.